Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Nick arrives at Newman Media, where Chelsea and Adam are dealing with the fallout of the Kane expose. They update Nick on Ashby's threat to sue them, along with his promise to change the narrative. Adam's sure he's blowing smoke. Nick assumes they have everything under control, so he's jetting off to LA to see Noah, whether his dad likes it or not. He reiterates that Sharon sensed something was off with their son, and now she can't find him. He's going to give his pops a heads up about it and will keep them posted. Victoria stops by the ranch and chats with her parents about how fast the Kane thing is blowing up. They discuss the defamation suit, and Victor says what they printed was either true or can't be proven otherwise since Colin is dead. But the game isn't over. After Victoria exits, Nikki and her husband continue to discuss Kane, and he assures her he's a step ahead of him. Wait, not 10 steps ahead. When she asks if Jack knew about the article, he says no and insists that he and the Abbott have no partnership. Adam and Chelsea head to Society for drinks after work. They hope Noah is okay and recall how hard it was when their kid was in trouble. Next, they mull over Nick and Sharon reuniting. He admits he doesn't want his ex hurt. Victoria arrives and they ask her to join them. After she sits, talk turns to Kyle and Claire, and Victoria confesses that she's worried about her daughter vacationing with Holden in LA. Kyle pops up and says he agrees. He asks to speak to Victoria in private and they cross the room. Adam guesses Kyle is getting desperate. He and Chelsea get notifications about the Kane story being picked up by the international press and agree it would take a miracle for him to recover from this. At the bar, Kyle announces to Victoria that he's not letting his relationship die. He's heading for LA and needs her help. Victoria promised her daughter she would stay out of this. Kyle has no problem with Claire being on her own, but she's with a player. If Victoria believes in his relationship with her daughter, then she needs to tell him where Claire is staying. Phyllis drags a complaining Kane into the club for a drink. They discuss his desire to change his image. She's sure the garbage the Newmans printed about him will blow over. Ashby insists he needs something big and immediate to make him look like a good guy. Phyllis is perplexed that he wants her, of all people, to help with his image. She thought he wanted her to work with him because she plays dirty. Kane tells Phyllis that he hired her because she's flexible, fearless, and adaptable. He groans when she complains he's jerking her around again. She reminds him that he partnered up with the bad girl, and the article trashed her too. He wants to prove to his family he's not a monster and needs her help. Phyllis asks if he has a plan. Kane wants to appear heroic. Maybe he could use the AI to do something positive. She suggests he just help an endangered species or something. Kane wants her to use her beautiful brain to get him a new reputation. His businesses are already suffering, and he needs to change the narrative. He'd give everything up for Lily and the kids. Phyllis point out that this is not what they agreed on. They were supposed to get revenge. Kane wants to impress rather than scare people. When the redhead complains that he doesn't know who he is, he threatens to replace her. When Kane tries walking out, Phyllis chases him to the door. She lectures him for not knowing what it is really like to want something and accuses him of using her like everyone else. After forcing him to admit that he needs her, she demands that he hand over the AI program. When he balks, Phyllis can't believe he still doesn't trust her. Stroking Kane's chest, Phyllis warns that she's the only one who can save him. He asks her to come up with some hypothetical scenarios before he'll think about giving her access to the software. Phyllis asks if that's the best he can do. Playing the game, he moves closer and says, "For now, yes." Phyllis murmurs, "I'll be in touch," and exits. An emotional Ashby then calls Lily and leaves a voicemail, saying he just wanted to hear her voice. At the ranch, Nick informs his parents that he's booked a flight to LA. Victor thinks he should let his son solve his own problems, but concedes that he would never do that. They debate whether Kane will make a move. Nick still thinks all his threats are empty. If something serious happens, he can always come back. Nikki backs him up. Victor no sooner gives his blessing than Nick takes a call from a frantic Sharon, who cries, "It's Cassie all over again." After managing to communicate that she's in a hospital, she conveys that Noah's been in a car accident. Coming apart entirely, she sobs.